Hi everyone, and welcome to Billy Fitzgerald Golf. And this is step 2 of my 5-part series of a complete golf swing. In step 1, we went over the grip, how your hands work, how your hands are related to the face, and what the face is doing throughout the swing, at least from hip high to hip high. Now we're going to move on to arms. So again, the very first thing that we were talking about is my hands are on the club and the face works back and forth, and how my wrists work and how that face is working. That's where I would start everyone. Make sure that your hands work correctly. The next thing that we need to do is make sure that your arms can work independently of your body. So the very first thing that I would do, the feeling is if I have my arms out here and I just let them drop to my side, that's what my arms need to feel like in the golf swing. Okay, so when you look at what the golf swing is doing, what my arms are doing in the swing, as I swing back, my arms need to be able to move independently of my shoulder sockets. You know, a couple things right off the top of my head that I can think of is, one is speed. If I were to throw a ball, my arm would be able to move independently of my shoulder socket. What I wouldn't want to have happen is that if I locked this shoulder up and my arm could not move independently from my body, right? All the speed in my club and in my arm would depend on how fast my body can move, which is not very fast, okay? And it takes a lot of effort. So if you're one of those players that there's a lot of effort going on and the ball's not going anywhere, this is exactly why. This is one of the big problems, is that your arms can't move independently. It's a very slow swing. So again, getting back to the swing, what my arms do is they basically go up and down. And we're going to talk about the body in the next video, but how my body works, this is how these how they collide with each other, is how my body works kind of up and down is how my arms work. So when my body works, my arms have to work independently. Okay, so when I transition, my arms have to be able to come down. If my arms can't come down, then my body has to twist and I come over the top. So just like we talked about in the first video, we're going to be, and when I say over the top, it's over top of the plane. Okay, so the plane that the club is swinging on. We've got this imaginary plane that the club is swinging on right here. Okay, so if you could see that, and I swing up and I'm tight in my shoulders and my arms can't move, what's going to have to happen? I've got to twist to get my arms to move, okay? Well, if I go up and I transition and I push back, right? See how my arms have to drop in the swing. It's caused by my transition, but I've got to be soft enough in my shoulder sockets so my arms can go down. When my arms go down, when I transition, right, the club goes on the plane and I hit the ball and the club keeps moving over here. So it's definitely about sequencing, positioning in the club, you know, that effortless feeling that we're all looking for. So your arms need to work independently of your body. So if I just hit one, so at first what I would have you do, we'll go back for a second to the first step where we get your hands and arms moving. Or sorry, your hands and club face moving. Now my arms are moving a little bit. Now my arms start to work independently of my body here. So if I were to just hit one where I started to feel my arms move independently of my body there, that's what we need to feel. So to feel that, we've got to drill. So it's called left foot, right foot back, arm drop. Okay, so again, this is a little exaggerated because our body's not moving quite yet. We're not quite ready for that yet. But left foot, right foot back with my arm drop is this toe and this heel are aligned with each other. And I swing the club back and I just let my arms drop. So my arms drop down, right? So you can see this isn't moving very much. Again, this is exaggerated because my body's not moving. But my arm drops and crashes into the ball. That's what needs to happen when we get a little further in the swing, which is change of direction. So we'll go left foot, right foot back. Again, I'm going to swing back and arm drop. So my arm dropped the club right on the path of right on the plane of the club, and the ball went straight. So again, step one is your hands, your grip in your hands and how we're controlling the face. Now we're trying to feel how your arms move independently. So again, to review where we're at, we got our grip on there. We start to feel how our hands and wrists work. Now we start to feel how your arms move independently of your body. So my arms can pass my body through the strike. So again, how my wrists work, how my arms work. So how my arms can pass my body. Because again, if my arms can't pass and I'm way out in front of them, right, and everything's stuck, the face is really, really late, and we'll get into that with your body. So grip in hands, how they work the face, and now how your arms, again, like you would throw a ball, work independently of your body. For more tips like these or to schedule a live lesson, visit me at BillyFitzgeraldGolf.com.